As per our protocol, the official pictures have been taken of the plus 100 kilo category now, and it is with these images that I would like to say thank you from the field of play and switch back to the studio this evening or this afternoon. We're still quite early today. What a day. I think it was much more pleasing to the eyes than yesterday. That's a gentle way to put it, but we had a really incredibly great day. And as usual, I'm going to give you a little recap of what's been happening. Before we do that, I tell you the medal table, the final outcome: France 3 gold and Georgia 3 gold, but France won the overall medal table with the additional silver and bronze medalist. Both Ukraine and Hungary won 2 gold medals each with additional silvers and bronze, and then another gold medal gone to Germany, Spain, Bulgaria and Canada, 1 each respectively. But what's really nice to see is we had 43 nations entering this competition, and 21 out of that is going home with a medal. That is, to me, fantastic. Right, let's have a little recap of Day 2 European Judo Open Sofia 2023. Let's go. We had 7 of the heavier weight categories. Whilst I speak, we'll have a little highlight going on as well. We started the under 81 kilo category, 44 judoka. It was quite a one to watch. I think Keita came out really strong at the beginning of the day, managed to fight his way through all the way to the semi-final, and was defeated by Yabniashvili purely because of lack of patience. He was leading by Vasari, and Yabniashvili had 2 penalties. It was almost, I would say, in his pocket when he decided to get a really close contact with his opponent, which with a Georgian judoka is not something you really want to test how good at their own judo style. So Yabniashvili rise to the occasion, stand Kaita down for Ripon, and moved straight to the final, where he defeated Abdelghani of Egypt. And really big credit for Abdelghani as well. He seems to be a really young judoka from Egypt, but he's done an amazing job today, and you could see how much it meant to him every single time he won a contest. And there was a lot of them, trust me. Some of them had 5-6 contests today to make their way to the final block, and that treasure that he took out of winning his contest was beautiful. Even at the final, which we are watching now, he defeated, he was sad, but I think we will see more of him really. And it was nice to see how much it meant to him being at this stage at a European Judo Open and being able to win a medal. He might be sad momentarily, but hopefully he will celebrate his incredible success. And he was a very smart judoka. One more thing I want to say about Abdelghani is that every single time he faced an opponent, he changed his style of gripping accordingly, but never changed the technique he thrown with, and that was beautiful. And I will leave it at that with the under 81 kilo category as we move on to the under 70 kilo. With the under 70, I would say, if you ask me who is going to be on the podium today, I would have just guessed the same what we had. Gerchak came out on top over Samardzic in the final, and Sofia and Chistiakova both respectively won bronze. Perhaps I would have contemplated between Chistiakova and Samardzic in the semi-final. It was quite a rough one as well, but Samardzic has, I think, more experience in terms of years and competition, and she managed to rise to the occasion, proceed to the final. Gerchak was on fire, confidently coming off with the bronze from Portugal Grand Prix. Not much else to say. I think the rest of the athletes in the under 70 kilo were just slightly below these 4 athletes, and they still got work to do. Right, next up is the under 90 kilo category. We had top seed Alex Cret being dropped out by Grande of France, and then following that, he defeated Grande of France, pardon me, and then Sidamonidze defeated him, and then Fubert came in and just took all of them out and went all the way to the final. That's Fubert of Belgium. So the top half of the draw pool A was a bit of an interesting to watch. Goes won the category again. No surprise. I think the only 2 names that I wouldn't have mentioned this morning was Johann Lenz of Germany and Francis Damier of France, who won bronze each respectively. Girls had a tough semi-final against Damier, and he got a second life there with a questionable Vasari or Ippon, and then he really made his stamp in the final. That's about it. Otherwise, I think it is what we expected. That was 42 athletes in the under 90s. Congratulations to girls on that one, winning that. Under 78 kilo category, we had Julie Pierret winning the category. And the interesting things between the final between Kazakova of Ukraine and Pierret of France is that as the day went along, Kazakova was really reducing in her impact of her attempt to score. At the beginning of the day, she was really robust and strong attacks and all that. And as she got to the final, it's almost like she had not much left in the tank. And it was totally opposite for Pierret, who got a knock to the face, and I don't mean literally, but a real wake-up call from Gottlieb during the first exchange. And that moment, she woke up and had that moment until the final and the gold medal. There was no stopping her or whatsoever. Betty Vuk is not new to our screen, neither Rafaela Eagle, so I'm not surprised they ended up winning a bronze apiece. Under 100 kilo category, that was by far my favorite today. I know I've said it a couple of times, but there was a lot to learn from these athletes, and they had incredible open judo style today in the under 100 kilo. Zlatko Kumbric of Croatia was the top seed. He had to tumble through hardly quite a few opponents. He had to work hard and dig deep and stay focused a few occasions until up to the semi-final, where he faced Mai, and Mai was on absolutely fire. He was a handful for everybody, and he won the category. Nobody could deal with Mai today. No surprise there. I think the most intense person that managed to rise up to Mai's level today was Oliver of France during the quarterfinal. That was definitely one of my favorite contests today. And Oliver actually had to settle for a fifth place actually, but it was against Yaparidze of Georgia, so that was a tough one there. He would have also deserved being on the podium nevertheless. Going to the lower bottom of the draw, Lovell have it really shown a lot of patience today, and I think a lot of importance on how to cope under pressure. A couple of occasions he has been under by 2 shidos, or I should say he had 2 penalties, therefore he was under pressure. And specifically against Georgiev of Bulgaria, where Georgiev was completely blindsided by that opportunity of that red card, if you like, and was so focused on just hammering down Lovell Hamid and getting that last and final penalty that he forgot about everything else. And there were several openings of which Lovell Hamid took advantage of and finished the contest with an arm lock. But to do that, you need to not panic and you need to remain calm. And I think Lovell Hamid really taught us to stay calm with that 2 penalties and just focus whilst the opponent is busy being blindsided with a red card. Very opposite attitude from Yaparidze, young Georgian judoka, who has not so much of a patient as Lovell Havit, which cost him the semi-final and had to settle for bronze. At which point, again, that's the bronze medal contest, he was impatient, and at some point he was in danger until the last second when, as you see on the screen, he managed to throw for Rippon against Oliver. Other than that, there's not much else to say. It's just we are thankful for this lot today. They've done an incredible set of judo and showed us a lot today and taught us a lot today. Plus 78 kilo category. I think it was bound to happen that we will have Croatians and French judokas on the podium, given the number of entries that half of the draw was filled by Croatian and French judoka. Nevertheless, Radishtina was top seed, but we had 2 other names that I did say that is gonna make it through. That was Ivana Sutalo of Croatia and Samahava of Kamara. Kamara was untouchable today, understandably, and although you would think that this is her level, I disagree. It is not. She is way above this, and she's a 6-time Grand Prix medalist and a 1-time Grand Slam. But the problem is she in France, this category is so hard, and there are limited entries on the IGF World Circuit as of how many athletes you can put in a weight category, and especially across a gender, across the 7 weight with the gender. So Kamara had a strong randori day, I would say. She absolutely nailed it and continues to work towards what she probably hopes to be in the next to Fontan and Roman Dico and all that lot sooner than later. Radic did a good job against Bastarod. At some point I thought that will be all over and it will be the French fighter in the final, but Radic overcome Bastarod, did a good job there. Apart from that, Sutalo, we haven't seen her much for a while, 3 times Grand Prix medalist, but I did say no matter the seeding in this weight category, because these two, Sutalo and Kamara, is gonna come out. So respectively, Sutalo won bronze and Kamara, like I said, had a strong randori day. Plus 100 kilo category. What I liked about this weight class today is the speed and the determination. Speed is perhaps wasn't Demetrashvili's strong point, but he was super patient and really did his left side Uchimata when it mattered the most and waited for the right time. In the final, Balievsky was again blindsided with that, as you can see, blindsided with that 3 penalties, that red card I'm talking about. He so wanted to pressure Demetrashvili for that last and final penalty that he lost thought of such as a counter-attack. And there it was, sort of easy win for Demetrashvili as Balievsky threw himself pretty much in the final. Other than that, one of my favorite was Mircea Corturo. The explosiveness of that judoka is just beyond. Blom has also a lot to offer in the future from the Netherlands. We didn't see him on the podium, but we watched him throughout the day. There is Blom, and I think he's got a lot coming on in the future. Well, that's it really. Demetrashvili won the category, and like I said, it's been again a great weight class to watch. Well, these are the images from us. We're gonna go back to the studio. Today was a really incredible day, and I'm so pleased that we were able to deliver such a level of judo for you and all of our audience. Now, this is our last live stream for free. I'll speak to you about it. Just a quick reminder, our next competition will be Warsaw European Judo Open, but it will be live stream at a cost. So this was our last free live stream event. And all details in regards to how to subscribe to watch our live stream event will be provided to you via our website, social media channels. It will be all over the news. You will have all the sufficient information to enable you to continue watching us live online, given that you have subscribed. And if any question, please don't hesitate to email us. All of our email addresses are on the website. Just pick one, send an email, and we'll help you out anywhere we can. So once again, thank you. I'm really pleased we could have finished Sofia European Judo Open, which was such an incredible day, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely afternoon and a great Sunday evening. Thank you for watching us. Goodbye. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I got